Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's match preview night. It's Brentford versus Leicester. One at one side fighting for Europe. The other one is in a relegation battle. What a game it's going to be then at the Brentford Community Stadium on Saturday afternoon. If you can, hit like on the stream for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. We're going to go through everything tonight. We're going to go through stats. We're going to talk about the opposition, Brentford. We're going to talk about Leicester itself. We're going to look at last time both sides met at the Brentford Stadium and also the last Premier League game at the King Power Stadium. We're going to look at foot at both camps. We're going to go through team selection, what you think the team's going to be at the weekend. And we're also going to get your all-important score predictions. So join me for the match preview then, and I'll see you in just a minute. Hi all, welcome to the final whistle for the match preview. I hope everyone's well. So another game for the Foxes then. Brentford fighting for European places. Leicester, relegation battle. Is it the last game for Brendan Rodgers? Obviously, it's the last game before the international break as well. Maddison called up to the international for England. Ivan Toney called up to England as well for the qualifiers. So makes for an interesting one. Let's get a few hellos in. Sam Barkley, evening, how are you? Holly, hello. Evening to you. Hello, Luca. How are you, mate? Jack. Yeah, got the Leicester shirt on. Messed me up more better. I look better in blue. Gray, how are you, mate? Really hope you're well. What's your thoughts ahead of this one, Gray? I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Brentford, very good at home. And, final whistle. It's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday? Sam Barkley, big happy birthday to you. Fingers crossed the Foxes can get 3 points for you tomorrow to make your birthday extra special. If you go into the game, it should be a cracker. Kayson, how are you? Not going tomorrow. Hope you're well. I'm good, thank you. Big game. Big game. Obviously, Forest play Newcastle tonight, so they get the advantage of making a bit of a name for it then in the relegation battle. Forest, if they can get past Newcastle, that is. Newcastle, they're in the Champions League fighting for that, aren't they? Evening, Terry. How are you? Right. Let's get on to it then. The match preview. If you can, hit a like for me on the stream. It'd be really much appreciated. Let's get the numbers up. Let's get them up. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel tonight and you haven't subscribed already, please go and do so. It'd help get the numbers up. Right then. Brentford versus Leicester. This one's going to be a tricky game, in my opinion. Brentford won in the week 2-0 away at Southampton. They beat Fulham 3-2 in their last home game and lost to Everton. So in their last 3 games, they've managed to pick up 6 points. Leicester have, well, what can you say? Lost to Chelsea. We've lost to Blackburn in the Cup. We've struggled, really. Lost to Southampton as well. Lost to Arsenal at home. Lost to Man United. Yeah, Leicester's in a bit of a pickle at the minute. But which side of the fence do you want? Are you Rodgers in or Rodgers out? Could this be Brendan Rodgers' last game, or do you give it till the end of the season to bring a new manager in? That is the question I'm asking the Foxes faithful tonight. Could it be the end of the man who loves to write on his notepad, Mr. Brendan Rodgers? Hopefully he gets it right tomorrow, to be fair. And we're going to back the team as always. You know how it is. We back the team. And, yeah, we hope and pray of 3 points tomorrow against Brentford. Tricky tie. And, Brentford are playing well. Thomas Frank, they're really fighting for Europe, aren't they, Brentford? Brighton's in there. Fulham's in there. Newcastle's up there as well. So it could be an interesting one to actually who makes Europe this season. You'd expect the Man Cities and the Arsenals to be in the Champions League places, wouldn't you, right now? And, Leicester lost their last away tie, which was a 1-0 defeat to Southampton. 11 shots, none on target. We managed to have shots on target in the last game against Chelsea. Patson Daka scoring for the Foxes. But, Chelsea put us to the sword. And, we opened up in midfield. And, Chelsea scored and had it in the net a few times. But, we managed to keep it at 3-1. And, we're going to be missing Wout Fast for this one. He's not going to be in the team due to that red card. Johnny Evans, he's had a bit of a reoccurrence again. Barnes is fit. Madison's fit. Iheanacho's fit. There could be a potential for Daniel Iverson in there tomorrow. I've been hearing. So what do you think to that? Daniel Iverson, let's talk about him going into this game. I mean, he deserves a chance, doesn't he? I know he didn't really play well against Blackburn. Fans got on his back after that 2-0 defeat. Some called him a championship goalkeeper. And, you're only as good as when you play game by game. You're not this one-off and then a few months later play again. You know, goalkeepers want to play every week. That's how they get better. And I'm not saying Ward's been better, but, Iverson, a lot of fans have been crying out, saying that he should have been the number one instead of Danny Ward. What do you think, Leicester fans? Should he be? Would you start Iverson tomorrow, looking at all the goals that Danny Ward's let in this season? I mean, Daniel Iverson's positioning is not great. I get that. But, for Preston last season, he was quite solid. And, I think he deserves a chance, to be fair, because Danny Ward hasn't been in great form. And you've got to change things up if things aren't going right. Obviously, Brentford, Ivan Toney is banging them in. I don't think he's missed a penalty this season, has he, Ivan Toney? And it's a good penalty technique, isn't it? What's the odds on that one? Him getting a penalty tomorrow, Ivan Toney. And Madison and Ivan Toney called up to the England squad ahead of this game. And they'll want to prove to Gareth Southgate why they should be playing in the qualifiers, both of them. And it's going to be a tricky game. Thomas Frank's got them set up well. They're very good at home, Brentford. And there'll be no easy opponents tomorrow. They can't really overlook Leicester either, Brentford. We've got to not take our foot off the gas at all. We've got to, if we fight against Brentford and really take the game to Brentford, we can't take our foot off the gas. We've got to keep pressing and create quite a lot of chances and take our chances, because if we don't take our chances, they're going to be at the other end putting them in. So, we're looking at Mbeumo and Ivan Toney, Frank the Tank as well. They're players who can really change a game for Brentford. A difficult game for Leicester. Obviously, this one is the last game for the international break, so it makes for a very interesting game. Will the Foxes turn up? Leicester fans ain't confident ahead of this one. And, hopefully the fans can sing loud and proud tomorrow. Get behind the boys, push them on, because they need us more than ever. We might be Rodgers in, Rodgers out, but that doesn't matter. Back the boys. Back the team. Get behind the team. And let's start getting these points on the board, because we're 12 games now. until the season ends. We've got West Ham coming up. We've got Everton coming up. We've got Bournemouth coming up. We've got Leeds coming up. We've got Wolves. We've got some big games. We've got some massive games. Crystal Palace as well, who's just sat their manager, Patrick Vieira. Some massive games for the Foxes. And Brentford will look to capitalise on Leicester's poor form and, look to potentially grab 3 points against the Foxes. But hopefully the Foxes can put a stop to that tomorrow and turn up in style and really give Brentford a good game and give us a performance we can be proud of. I know Brendan's going to have his notepad out. I know he's going to be a little clap, clap, clap. That's the way Rodgers is. But yeah, unless we're an interesting one. Give Iverson a chance. Yeah, back the team, sack Rodgers. No fast tomorrow. Hey, mate, I'm confident. You're confident, are you? You're here, Haley. I can't see you. Terry said he's confident. Well, someone's got to be confident, Terry. We're expecting a difficult game tomorrow, and respect to Brentford. They're playing really well, and they rightfully deserve to be where they are under Thomas Frank. And it's going to be an interesting end to this relegation battle scenario. Can Leicester get out of it? Who knows? Who knows if the Foxes can get out of it? Tonight's game is interesting. It is for both sides, for Newcastle and Forest. Newcastle fighting for Champions League. Forest fighting for the relegation safety. The question is, can the Foxes stay up? That is the big question I'm asking you lot tonight. Can the Foxes stay up? And if they lost to Brentford, would you have doubts that we could go down this season? Or do you give it more games and then see what happens? That is the question I'm asking you lot tonight in the comments. Let's get a few stats in there. They're Premier League stats. 26 played from both sides. 10 wins for Brentford. 7 for Leicester. Draws 11-3. 5 losses for Brentford. 16 losses for Leicester. Yeah, it's not looking good for Leicester, is it? 16 losses going into this game. I mean, Brentford will look to make it 17. And, Ivan Toney's the top scorer. We've got to keep him out. I believe Leicester had him in the academy when he was younger. Ivan Toney. We let him go and then he went to Northampton. So, yeah. Ivan Toney. Good striker, very good striker. Will he be at Brentford in the summer? Who knows? Could he go to Man United? Who knows with Ivan Toney? Obviously, the England call-ups is obviously massive for him. And he's a talented striker, isn't he, Ivan Toney? And he knows where the goal is. And that's something. He's big, strong. And hopefully the defence can keep him out tomorrow in Suter and Amati. Let's have a look in the comments. What we're saying. Leicester are a 13% chance of going down. Southampton 78, Leeds 43, and 43 Forest. Hi, Jack from Paris. Mayon, hope you're enjoying your trip to France. He's going to watch PSG versus Rennes over the weekend, is Mayon. So Mayon the Silver Fox will not be doing a Leicester match day vlog. He'll be doing a PSG one. So look out for that on his channel. Who knows where Captain Rogers of the Titanic is steering us. The game at the KP was a bit strange. We folded towards the end. Yeah, we did. Sam saying in Rogers we trust. Yeah, do you know what? There's still going to be Rogers ins. They're not all out. They're not all Rogers out. And there's still going to be quite a few fans who will say Rogers in and give him a chance. And hopefully he can turn this around. And obviously there's a big chunk of saying Rogers out. But yeah, respect either debate, to be fair, either opinion. You've got to respect it at the end of the day. It's a fan's opinion. And that's football. It's full of opinions. Whether you agree with it or you don't. LCFC, hello. I'm not exactly sure. Big game for PSG. Yeah. Premier League head-to-head stats: 3 games played, 2 wins for the Foxes, and 1 draw between 2 sides. So Leicester's unbeaten against Brentford. I shouldn't really say that, should I? Really? You know what happens when stats like that come up, that Leicester's unbeaten somewhere, or a teammate won for so long. Yeah, you know what happens. But yeah, it makes for a very interesting stat, that one. I'll take a draw right now. Terry, no, wrong. Rogers. It was Roy Rogers, who was famous for Cowboys. Just win our home games. Yeah, home games haven't really been a thing for Leicester this season, has it? Nonetheless, yeah, Leicester's home form's been quite crap. But you know, we've got to back the boys over these next 12 games. We've got to really push them on and get the points and stay up. That's the main objective. Whether Rodgers puts a target point on it or not, we've got to back the boys, whether Rodgers in or Rodgers out. Get behind the team. It's the team that matters. It's the badge that matters. We're Leicester fans. Let's get behind them. So is our away form. And if you want to come on and talk to me about Brentford, Leicester, feel free. There's still quite a bit to talk about in this one. So if you're free, and come on and give me views. #fearless. Evening, Sean. How are you, mate? Really, are you well? Sean, is your man Dewsbury Hall going to feature tomorrow? And let me know the score, Sean. You're Mr. Positive. So let me know the score. Let me know. I think we ride the season out. Hope on a wing and a prayer that we stay up and move on like in 15-16. Or is this unrealistic? You tell me, is it unrealistic, Leicester fans? This is your platform. This is your platform to get your opinions on Leicester City. This is the one to give you a voice. And, you know, this is it. Okay. Right, the next one. Last Premier League meeting. A 2-2 draw at the King Power Stadium. It was for Leicester. A 2-2 draw with Brentford. Josh Da Silva scored an absolute rocket this season in the 2-2 draw. So yeah, it makes an interesting one, doesn't it? The 2-2 draw between the two sides makes for a very interesting encounter. Yeah. Wasn't the greatest, was it? The first game. The Bees battled back, didn't they? From 2-0 down. Castagna put the Foxes ahead. Dewsbury Hall with an absolute cracker. And then, yeah, Ivan Toney got the Bees back into it. And they stung the Foxes with a Josh Da Silva cracker. And Brentford could have been on the verge to win that game. I mean, yeah, Leicester fell apart. We fell apart. It was a hot day. I'm surprised that Brendan didn't blame the weather, saying it was too hot. You know, we got a draw because it was too hot. You know, but yeah, Brendan's used that excuse this season, and I think it was against Crystal Palace. But yeah, Castagna put us ahead from the corner. Dewsbury Hall in the second half got an early one with an absolute peach of a strike to make it 2-0. We thought it were going to be 3 points for the Foxes, but Ivan Toney says no. No, you're not. Yeah, they scored, and yeah, they got the second, didn't they, through Josh Da Silva, and yeah, an absolute belter of a strike from Josh Da Silva, and yeah, it's madness, honestly. I remember that. We started well and bottled it. There's nothing positive about Rodgers at the minute. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah, folded towards the end. We did. KDB goal was nice. Yeah, the free kick. Yeah, Tillemans could have had one as well, though. Neles. He could have had one. He caught it perfectly, Tillemans, on the volley, but shame it hit crossbar. I think it might be a tough game, but if we lose, sack Rodgers. But if they beat them, it might be a very good chance we might be staying up. I'll be watching the game on Paris tomorrow. Who is your favourite Leicester player? Growing up, it was Muzzy, is it? When I was a young lad, Muzzy was one of my favourites. He was the one who got me supporting watching Leicester, not supporting them. I supported them from day one. Muzzy is it was one of my favourites. All-time favourites, Muzzy is it, and a fantastic player. At the minute, I like Harry Suter. Suter's good. I like Dewsbury Hall. But I don't know. But I love Vardy, innit? Vardy, has had a fantastic career at Leicester, and I'll miss him when he's gone, Jamie Vardy, because what records he's broken and what he's done for this football club is just tremendous. From a £1 million signing from Fleetwood, incredible, and it's just a shame it's coming to an end, isn't it? So, it's crazy. Yeah, let's move. Let's talk about this one. The last Premier League meeting at Brentford, we ended up beating them 2-1. And Tielemans' strike in the sunshine. What an absolute strike from Tielemans. It rolled to him and he just whacked it. Top corner. What a belter in the away in that day. And the scenes were mad. And Brentford got one back from the corner in the second half. And Maddison and Daka linked up to give the Foxes all 3 points. And what a game it was for Daniel Amati in that game. Absolute tank at the back. Maddison got the winner. And I think it would have given that Brentford have given Maddison abuse about England. You'll never play for England, they said. And the way Maddison is now. And it moves on quite quickly, doesn't it? Typical. Young fan, all-time favourite for Jack was Arthur Rowley. That's way before my time. That's your time, Terry, isn't it? Not saying you're old or anything, but that's your time. Arthur Rowley's in your era, not mine. You think that he goes at the end of the season, Tielemans? I'm not sure. I don't know. He's going to be coming back halfway through April, and will we lose him? He's obviously out of contract, isn't he? So all the clubs are going to come calling, Juventus and all that. And, they're saving themselves some money. Who did you think will get relegated? Who did I think would get relegated at the start of the season? Oh, I think I went for Everton, Bournemouth, and did I go for Leeds? Might have been Leeds. I didn't put Leicester in the relegation battle at the start of the season. I don't know, but I think I've got 2 right at the minute. Well, three to be exact. But I'm not saying I'm all going to go down. It was just a prediction at the start of the season. But if we are doing good, Brendan will stay. He needs to have another goalkeeper. Yeah, I agree. We should have had another goalkeeper in place when Schmeichel left. We always said if Schmeichel was going to leave, we needed a good replacement, and Danny Ward is just not that. I'm sorry, he's a championship goalkeeper, in my opinion. Do you think Middlesbrough will come up? Got a good chance. Michael Carrick's doing wonders at Villa, and Michael Carrick just can't do what Frank Lampard did when Lampard were at Derby and he were doing well. He's got to stay at Middlesbrough and keep doing what he's doing. Don't let the big teams affect it. He's got to stay. Jack, can you give us a Rodgers type of clap? I don't want to get the notepad out, Terry. I don't want to get the notepad out. Don't do that. I think Southampton, Leeds and Everton will go down. Appreciate that. It's going to be an interesting battle, isn't it? 6 out of the 9 teams have changed manager this season. Leicester, West Ham and Forest are the ones to not do so. Ben, you brought me about 7 years when I last saw Villa in Middlesbrough playing in the Prem. You remember when Jan Kermagan scored? That goal against Villa. Conrad Logan ring goal that game. I think that was only came against goal for Leicester, wasn't it? Against Middlesbrough. Yeah, and then what happened after that? Yeah, I should have brought that man's name up, man. No, I shouldn't have brought that man's name up. But yeah, we're going to talk about foot in both camps. Here we are. Jeffrey Schlupp played for Brentford. Callum Elder played for Brentford. Played for both clubs, of course. Ben Mee, he were on loan at Leicester. I remember Ben Mee's first game for the Foxes. I think he gave away 2 penalties against Millwall in the Championship. I remember correctly. And DJ Campbell, Leicester fans would know him well. Nicky Adams played for both clubs. Cole Court. Tommy Wright. There's quite a few. A lot of names there. Robbie Nielsen as well. Robbie Nielsen, the big long thrower man. He was there as well. Liam Moore scored that good goal against Wigan in the Championship and that title winning season in the Championship. Liam Moore. He was at Brentford as well. So there's quite a few connections between Leicester and did Jamie Lawrence play for him as well, Brentford? He might have, you know. He might have. If you're an older head, you'd know. But yeah, do you think Company can take Burnley to the Prem? Back to the Prem? I do. Burnley will come up this season, no doubt. Junior Lewis played for both. There we are. Schlupp played for Brentford. He did. He was on loan. Ben Mee used to play for Burnley. He did. We need another goalkeeper. We do. Ivan Toney. He was in Leicester's young squad back then. What do you think of Vieira getting the sack? Football's based on results. It's based on, results, points, and stuff like that. And if you're not getting the results, you're losing your job, aren't you? Palace have drawn 5 in 2023 and they picked up a win. So, yeah, then we talk about Brendan Rodgers. Everyone's getting sacked before Brendan Rodgers. 9 managers have been sacked and Rodgers ain't one of them. But, yeah, big talking points on Paddy Vieira. And, interesting. Guys, if you've enjoyed the stream, smash a like for me. If you have enjoyed the stream tonight so far, we've got to go through team selection and all that. So it's gonna be an interesting one to who I'm gonna pick. For team selection, will it be Ndidi? Will it be Mendy? Will it be Danny Ward? Will it be Iverson? Who knows? Will it be Daka? Will it be Inacho? We'll wait and see. Smash a like for me, guys, if you've enjoyed the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already and you're new to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button. It'd be really much appreciated. Let's get the numbers up, shall we, on the likes. Company would hold out strong player accountable. Some might not like that. Yeah. To be honest, Brendan's taken us as far as he can. And rightfully what the guy off Talk Sport said, it's mad. Mr. Jordan off Talk Sport said, Rodgers' time's up at Leicester. It's not if he gets the sack, it's when. But yeah, Top's got to make the right decision here for the club. He's got to make the decision. It is down to Top, and I respect that. But if results aren't happening and that, then yeah, it's not good for Brendan. And but we're fans. We don't own the club. We don't run the club. That's all down to them. At the end of the day, we can just carry on supporting the club as we always do. Wondering who will play. No, Christensen, Castagna left back. Yeah. Who do you think will be promoted to the Prem? Burnley, Sheffield United, and I'm not sure in the playoffs. The playoffs is so close. It is so close to playoffs this year. It could be Millwall, it could be Norwich, West Brom, Blackburn, Middlesbrough. There's a lot of teams in that playoffs this year, and they're all fighting for it. I think 5-0 for Leicester. Sean, bloody hell, mate. If we beat Brentford by 5-0, I will buy you a pint, Sean. How does that sound? Team selection. Let's get the team then. What we going for? Goalkeeper. Big talk about Daniel Iverson replacing Danny Ward for this one. I don't know for what reason. Is it an injury for Ward? Is it because Rodgers is dropping him due to being out of form? I don't know. Is it a personal thing? I'm not sure. We're going to go Iverson in goal. We'll go Iverson in goal. Ricardo, right back. Castagno, left back. Daniel Amate will feature at centre off with Harry Suter. Fast will not feature. Johnny Evans is injured again. So, yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Sionchu and Vestergaard. Yeah, they're not in Rodgers' plans, are they? No matter how much to want to play Sionchu, some fans, it ain't just going to happen. Centre defence in midfield, I'd like to see Papi Mendy. I don't think Wilfred Ndidi to start for me. I'm going to go Mendy. Dewsbury Hall and James Maddison to join Mendy. So midfield 3. But I'm going to play a 4-2-1-3 here with Maddison as a centre attacking midfield role. Iheanacho up front, Barnes left, Tete right. That's my team. That is my team to play Brentford. 1-0 to Leicester. Iverson, Maddison and Ruben Neves are on free kick shooters. Yeah. What has happened to Ndidi? Too many injuries. Do you know what? It's the injuries. They have caught these players up and it's a shame. Wilf was one of the best centre defensive midfielders at one point. And have you finished yet? No, I haven't. I've not finished yet. And yeah, I've not finished yet. We're still going. But yeah, that's the team selection. Obviously, you expect and Bumo and Ivan Toney to start for Brentford. I'm sure with Ben Mee as well. But yeah, interesting times. 3-0 to Leicester. 3-0 to Leicester. Confidence. I like it. Score prediction then. The score prediction then. This is the last topic we are going to talk about. Leicester fans, I ask you this. Is it the heart or is it the head? You've got to put the result in and tell me what it is you've gone for. Is it the heart that you've gone for that result or is it the head? You've got to put that next to your score prediction. That's what I want to know, because when people put score predictions, I just feel a lot of people are going with the heart and not the head. But yeah, what are we going for in the comments? You've got to put head and heart. This game is made for Dennis Pratt. 2-2. 2-2 head. Yeah. 1-0 to City. Mayon, I bet you're going with your heart. Case's gone with his head here. Brentford, 1-0. Take the game to them. Attack. 2-0. Is that the heart, Terry? Is that your heart? That's what I want to know. But for me, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester win. And I'm going with my heart. In my head, yeah, I think it'll be like 1-0 Brentford. Or 2-1 Brentford. That's in my head because I'm not confident ahead of tomorrow. KFC Dad's gone 2-1. 3-0 heart. 1-0 head. Yeah, the head's bringing negative thoughts in the result for Leicester, and I don't want it. But I'm going to go with my heart. I'm not going to go with my head. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go 2-1 to the Foxes. We need the fucking points. Turn up tomorrow, Leicester. Go and take the game to Brentford and go and fucking smash it. Because that's what I'm saying. Go and give it your all. We will back you from the first minute till the 90. Everyone travelling down to Brentford tomorrow in the away end. We will push that team and push them to go and get that win. So yeah, sorry for the swearing. But yeah, I just want a bit of passionate moment there. Not backing us for some reason. I believe we could win, but it depends on what. Yeah, a bit of passion. Let's go and show some passion tomorrow, Leicester. Let's go and show some fight, and let's go and get a result. And that is that. 5-0 to who? 5-0 to who, Sean? I'll be there. Yeah, Terry, I'm sure I can get you for a prediction tomorrow on the final whistle on the match day vlog. There'll be a match day vlog, of course. There is one every game. If you want to be a part of the match day vlog, come and say hello. Come and give me your views, and let's talk all things Leicester. I gave up my ticket for tomorrow. We'll cheer them on the TV. It's not. Oh, you mean the dodgy box? Yeah. Guys, check out the Premier League predictions, week 28. It's on the channel now. So if you can go and check that out for me, that'd be really much appreciated. Go and let me know your score predictions in the comment section. Let me know them all from each of the games that are going to be played tomorrow. So, yeah. Leicester, go and battle, go and fight, and go and show passion, and let's go and bring them points home. There'll be a match day vlog. There'll be a match review coming up on the channel as well. Not really decided of what's going to be coming up on the channel next week, but I'm sure there'll be a review of the 3 quarters of the season so far review. I'm sure that'll be interesting. There'll be a match day vlog as well for the women's game for next weekend as they take on Aston Villa. 3 o'clock kickoff. Yeah. Jack, we'll give you a DM on Insta and send a prediction. Do that. Appreciate that. Yo, Tyler, what you saying? You not going to the England under-21s at the KP? I'm not sure. I'm undecided on that. But Luke Thomas has been called up to the England under-21, so I'm sure he'll enjoy that one. Right, guys, thank you for watching. As always, this is Jack from the Final Whistle saying good night. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening and come on the Foxes for tomorrow. Up the city, and bye-bye for now.